Good morning, Noah.
Sheriff Jonathan, good morning. How are you?
Doing great, and you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. It's the holiday season, time to get jolly, right,
That's
Jonathan?
right. That's it. Jingle bell, jingle bells.
Yes. Okay, Jonathan, so let's go ahead and get started. I was actually, so when I was doing my research for this show, I'm hooked now, Jonathan. This show, I was watching, I'm like, what? I could not believe it. And, this show's been in for 5 seasons, and of course the 6th season's coming in 2020. And I was even watching a clip because, A&E, the A&E network, they've been posting clips on their YouTube channel to get people hyped for the new season and, of course, for new episodes, all that stuff. And I'm like, wow, this is very interesting. If anyone's thinking about doing anything bad, watch this show. You are not going to want to do anything bad because you don't want to spend the night in jail, But this show is really interesting, I must say. So 60 days in, it is returning, like I said, with a new season with new episodes beginning on Thursday, January the 2nd at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time on A&E. So if you haven't heard about the show, it's where innocent people go behind bars voluntarily to gain a deeper understanding of the criminal justice system. So for the first time in 60 days in history, more participants struggle to survive the intense program and are focused to quit early. How come, Sheriff Jonathan? Kind of explain more about that there.
New sheriff just elected, took office January the 14th. Cameras were rolling, as you've seen in one of the excerpts, from that day until November the 8th. During that period of time, when I was inaugurated into office, I found 212 broken door locks. The windows were all damaged. The cameras, security cameras, had not worked in over 3 years. The jail had not been searched or shook down in over 3 years. So there was a lot of physical inadequacies to the building. There was a lot of turnover in the staff. Recidivism or retention was horrible. And we just had a long way to grow. And that's one of the things that made me grasp or grab to this opportunity, was to be able to get an inside look of what's going on in there. What can we do and see and find to make this a safer place for the inmates and the correctional officers? And it provided just that.
So do you go in and go undercover too?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay.
I stayed running the sheriff's office the best I could. It was certainly challenging, and because you're concerned the whole time about the safety of the participants and trying to keep everything within check, and the staff's not aware as well. So you're trying to just sort of kind of keep in the middle with that.
For these people that go, for these innocent people that go undercover and stay in jail for 60 days, how their lives change as they clearly, they get to see what goes on 24/7. And some of them, like I said, from some of the clips I was watching on A&E's YouTube channel, some of them seem to be very scared.
Absolutely. These were, as we would say, fish out of the water type people.
Right.
Everything from a clinical psychologist to an alternative teacher for at-risk youth to, the football quarterback of a major university.
Yeah.
These were people that, never been in trouble before. And for different reasons, I guess, they decided they wanted to volunteer for this. And, we, with the help of the producers, vetted the best we could and tried to pick those we thought would be most successful. But no doubt, cultural shock. And a lot of them based or anticipated their experiences off what they had seen from previous shows. The previous shows highlights things, but, being there and seeing all is different than what you see on TV.
Maybe I should join. Ooh, I don't know. I might never make it out alive. I don't know if I should.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm like, oh God, I don't even know if I could even keep my mouth shut. I'm like, oh well, so.
Be challenging.
So, Sheriff Jonathan, what are some of the most common things that go on inside prison that you see on a daily basis during the job that you do every single day?
Well, you try to maintain order. You can obviously have a lot of fights. You try to manage the contraband and keep narcotics out of the facility. Inmates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week have nothing but time on their hands, and many times they never cease to amaze me in their ingenuity. At times I've said I needed to get them to help me on my budget because they seem to do the impossible. But it's a full-time job for a correctional officer to keep all of that within check and keep that facility safe. And certainly that's why I think you'll see so many had such a struggling time at the beginning of these seasons, because of the fact that, the doors don't lock, the opportunity and openings there to get contraband in. These things are fixed now, but when this began, those still were not fixed. So, that brought heightened awareness to already a bad situation. So it's a tough job.
Well, I just want to say thank you to all that you do in the law enforcement community. Y'all work tirelessly throughout the year, and I mean, I'm sure you guys don't get it enough. So thank you for everything that you guys do for to help our world. To help us as people on a daily basis. So
thank you. It goes a long way. Thank you so much, Noah.
Thank you. All right. Well, my last question for you, Jonathan. I hear this season is going to be one of the biggest seasons yet of the show. So, what has continued to really make this show one that the fans, they keep coming back for more? And I mean, because I think they keep coming back for more because you really never know what's going to happen or what's going to play out in each episode when these innocent people go inside the jail. You don't know what's going to happen.
I think probably the interest with this one is the facilities and the inadequacies that I inherited and the problems that persistently presented. And it's intriguing, it's tough, it's rough, and it before it's over it gets better, but it starts out awful bad. So that brings a lot of attention, a lot of interest.
Right. Well, Sheriff Jonathon Horton, thank you so much for joining me. 60 Days In. It premieres Thursday, January the 2nd at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time on A&E. Jonathan, take care and have a good one.
You too, sir.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.